There's nothing like eating a good popsicle on a semi-warm day. Nothing like it. This is me being delusional that it's summer. Let me manifest the summer within this popsicle. Hi, my name is, has, and will always be Imani, and welcome to my channel, or what I like to call my corner of the universe. And today we are doing something that I am terrified to do, which is all the more reason to put it on the internet. Woo! And that is my art, visual art. If you're new here, I sing, I act, I draw, and I do whatever creative outlets I find myself gravitating towards, because here we just create art because that brings me joy, and I just want to share that joy with you and hopefully encourage you to also do some art for yourself. As I said, I'm a visual artist. I have been drawing since I was 16 or 15 or 16. It's one of those birthdays. My mom got me my first sketchbook. I'd never drawn in my life. Well, I did, but I wasn't serious about it. I probably said offhandedly one time that, oh, I would love to have that as a birthday present. And she got me this big sketchbook and a big pack of arts colored pencils. I do not use colored pencils. I immediately switched to markers, paint markers and alcohol markers. I left the colored pencils in the past. I do want to go back to them. They seem nice, but not today. But no, today we are going to just show my baseline, because this year I really want to get serious about the art that I draw. Or not like serious in the way like, oh, the art pieces have to mean something. They have to answer the questions of life. More so, I just want to get technically better. I want to get better. 3 things I want to get better. I want to get better at perspective. I want to get better at color theory. And I also want to get better at just character design, because that is the thing that I most love doing. I know I'm talking into this popsicle like it's a mic, and it's not, but it brings me a sense of comfort. So yeah, this is my second sketchbook, my second big sketchbook. My first big sketchbook, I will make a video about that to show my process over these few years that I have been drawing. But this is my baby. He is the Ohuhu marker sketchbook. I don't think this isn't the one that has the like technology or the feature that it doesn't bleed on the other side. It doesn't bleed, but it will show up. There are definitely sketchbooks that alleviate that problem, but not this one. And it's fine, because I can just slapstick a bunch of paper that I have doodled on from other sketchbooks into this one, which is why this is called the big one. But yeah, I definitely love sketching. As you can see, well, you can't see, but now you do. I love my marble like stuff. Oh god, this one's so heavy. I have the first one. It's currently in another country, but I do have the first art book for Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite movies. Please make the third one. Please make the third one. I pray every day that they make the third one and the trailer gets dropped. But yeah, no, I love Marvel characters. I love their design. I love superpowers. I love superheroes in general, because as a kid I always wanted to have superpowers, and I was like, oh, I can make the world a better place, which is why I love superheroes. And I think that has translated into the things I like to draw, which is mostly characters. But today we're going to try and do a full-on composition of a character of an old OC of mine who, spoiler, she is a vampire. She's a vampire who was a vampire hunter, got turned to a vampire, but now she's going to hunt the vampire that turned her while also being hunted by her vampire hunter family. There's a lot of hunting. There's a lot of lore for one character, but the idea came to me one day and I was like, ooh, this is juicy, let me do it. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully it's a fun ride for you and you can follow along. Yay! But before we can draw, we do most definitely need to clean my space, because a living person does accumulate clutter, and we move on. But these are a few ideas that I had drawn of Marisha, who is my vampire hunter, from my original sketchbook that I intend to update, but I do feel like I want to change a couple of things. But right now we're just reorganizing my art supplies, putting my ruler away, my iPad, and we're starting with Procreate, which, funny thing, I got 2 weeks before the recording of this video, so I know nothing about this app. I've never had a drawing art software. I've always done traditional, but this was an experiment for me, and it was definitely an experiment. I just really wanted to get my ideas jolted down somewhere other than my sketchbook, because I tend to really like having a neat sketchbook. Like, I like having finalized ideas, and I don't always tend to like just sketching, because I do want to add as much color as possible in my sketchbooks, and you don't want to add color to a bad sketch. So we're trying this out. Obviously, I'm trying to figure out how to draw hair, which is a process, but we're making through it. I did have a better time with drawing skin details, if a first attempt at anything is good like this, but it works. I did want to give her more hollow structure, bone structure, because she is a vampire. So that was the close-up of her face, and now I'm drawing a markup of her new outfit. I did want to update it because the first one obviously is a bit bland, because I was an art baby, and an art baby was focused on drawing things rather than giving them interesting character designs. But we will fix that problem, starting with the hair, because I was like, I can't be drawing this lady who's a full-on vampire hunter with free-flowing hair in her face. Obviously, she's gonna still have some free-flowing hair, because this is fashion, this is not practical. But I did give her a braid, which I think suits her better. And I did give her outfit a bit of an update. It doesn't have full-on Victorian feel, like, or 1920s feel. It isn't the normal outfit that you would see on a person today. And I did add belts, because if you don't know what to do, just add belts. But yeah, so learning how to color on Procreate was an interesting, fun process for me. Do I absolutely love it? You don't love anything that you're bad at, but I'm not horrible. I can acknowledge that I'm probably much better at this because I've been drawing for a while. Like, if I got Procreate first, I just know those sketches would have been abysmal. But this was quite fun, you know, drawing her stakes. This is just a cute little rough sketch for me, so nothing too serious. I didn't even do line art. I just do my sketch and I would erase the lines, because I also really wanted to give it a bit of that rough sketch feeling. And it's not a vampire without a little bit of blood. So yeah, there's Marisha. Now we get to my favorite part, which is drawing traditionally. I'm so happy. And right here, we're just using the reference that I drew in Procreate, and also my Pinterest board that I created for this character, so I could just have a little extra help drawing her design, because I was like, I like this, but let's keep looking. And then that's when I decided, I was like, ooh, maybe I should give her a hat, because she still looked a bit bare, but I think the hat is very dramatic and it is very fun. But now I'm drawing her skin again, which is a different shade. Once again, her skin color keeps changing, but that's all right. I did give her hair here a more of a reddish hue, because I soon realized that the red boldness from her original design was missing because I made her new outfit more blue forward, which I like it, but I still want to give some notes to the original design. That ascot is so big and so distracting, but I try to cover it the best I can and draw the hat with a little bit of brown. I really love my paint markers. They help me hide any mistake I have. Next, I do try to draw a background, and it is most definitely an attempt. As you can clearly see, I gave up and was like, just put red and colors on it, make it abstract. And I couldn't miss the chance to draw her fangs, because I don't draw a lot of vampires often, but when I do, drawing a good set of fangs, it makes me happy. Now we have the bigger composition, which was the main challenge for me because I don't really do compositions often. I do add a lot of color to things, but never like a big composition, which I definitely am working on in the sketchbook. I really wanted to have this backdrop of red to again accent her original color scheme and just give her that serious look in her face, which I think I achieved. Her face indeed is a bit wonky, and I only realized this after I did the line art, which I'm so sad about. I'm like so mad with myself. It's like mid-ink, you're like, oh crap, but you can't go back now because you started adding color, so might as well accept your mistakes. And I did. Is it distracting? Yes, but I really like how this spread came together. It was fun for me to do, and I really liked it, so I'll probably have some thoughts and touch-ups. So this is my sketchbook spread. I added a few stickers from a sticker book that I have. I absolutely love it. But yeah, no, I think this is like a pretty, like an average showing of what my art is like. I really like doing, close-ups, characters with line art. I can draw a mouth. I can draw a mouth. If anything else, I am horrible at backgrounds. Horrible. We are definitely going to work on that. And full compositions. I like it. I see a lot of problems, like the face. The face is a bit wonky. Oh yeah, these are close-ups of the spreads, so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. But no, overall it was a very fun experience. I do apologize for the time lapses going really fast. That was 3 hours, 3.5 hours of my life, and I didn't expect it to condense it so much. If you guys would like me to just do it in real time and just like cut it up more, tell me. Or if this works for you, that's also great. I can do either way, but this was a fun experience for me. I hope you guys like it, and I can't wait to draw more art and improve, and you guys are here to see that, and you can do this with me and we improve together, which I would love. But I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you continue to shine like the star that you are. Bye!